Hi everyone and welcome to week 4. Week 4 is going to be focused on the role of market structures. And you'll notice that market structures are very important to this week and the basis of microeconomics. Market structures, there's going to be 4 main ones that we're going to study. Perfectly competitive firms, monopolistically competitive firms, oligopolies, and monopolies. With perfectly competitive firms, you're going to be noticing that we're focusing on firms that are selling identical products. And given that they're selling identical products, it's going to be very hard to differentiate their products and be able to sell their products at a different price. Now, monopolistically competitive firms are going to be looking at something else. They're going to be selling products that are slightly differentiated. And given that their products are slightly differentiated, they're going to have more of an ability to charge a different price because of the role of advertising and marketing. So for this week, you're going to be having the market structures. That's going to be for the first discussion forum. Barriers to entry is the second market forum or discussion forum. And then you have the week 4 quiz, which is due by day 6. I've included a little introduction on what we're covering this week. You'll be reading chapters 9 through 11. I've also have an article here. I've had some recommended readings and a multimedia as well. In the discussion board, make sure to focus on having an in-text citation and reference in APA formatting. Make sure that your post is completed by Thursday and your 2 peer responses are completed by Monday night. I'm really grading on the content of your questions, and the content is very important, and a lot of people are struggling with really looking at each component of the question in their work. So make sure to really look at those different components. In question 2, or in question 1, it's going to be looking at the types of market structures. And you're going to be looking at the ethics of big data. And we're going to be looking at an article and looking at the evaluation from this article. And then the second one, we're going to be looking at barriers to entry into a market. Barriers to entry in a market are very interesting. One of the key things with barriers to entry in a market are how challenging is it for someone to get in a market. And when we look at how challenging it is to get into a market, you'll notice that's very important. And a lot of firms will be facing a lot of challenges. Because if it's very high barriers to entry in a market, you'll notice that it is virtually impossible to enter, which will create higher prices in the market. So make sure to review my instructor guidance. You have the discussion 1 and 2 and the quiz for this week. But I look forward to your effort.